Welcome to Prime Testimony Channel. Today, the question I'm asking, was Yvonne right? I'm asking whether Yvonne was right because of the book written by Yvonne Nelson, a popular film actress from Ghana. Yvonne Nelson wrote a book called I'm Not Yvonne Nelson, and it's all about the fact that her father's identity was not revealed to her, and for many years the mother had refused to reveal who the real father was. And somewhere in the book, she mentioned Sarkodie, a popular rap musician, that he got her impregnated, but later refused to accept responsibility, for which reason she aborted the baby. There's been a lot of talk on this, and I am coming here asking this simple question, whether Yvonne was right. What we must know, that human life is involved here. The pregnancy that she terminated, I don't think I would recommend that it was a good thing, but it was a mistake that occurred. And we all know that human life is very important because we don't know what the child would have been in future. But looking from the angle of Yvonne's mother too, it is the responsibility of every mother to let the child know who the father is. It is usually said that it's only mothers that will be able to tell the true fathers of their children. People go through challenges, people go through difficulties, for which reason they may not be able to mention who impregnated them. I mean, we may not be in the best position to judge because we don't know the prevailing conditions under which Yvonne was born. But whatever the case may be, it is important that every mother shows who the father of the baby is. Similarly, it is important for every father also to show up when you get to know that maybe you've also brought a child in the world. I'm saying that because sometimes, depending upon the situation, it may not be a marriage that people have contracted, that they are living together as husband and wives, and all these things, happen. Looking from the side of Yvonne Nelson too, she also has gone through a lot of psychological pain, trying to establish the fact, trying to establish the truth. And if you've not been in that situation before, you'll find it very easy to condemn her as irresponsible person or adopting some irresponsible behavior. It is very easy to condemn. It is very easy to blame. It is very easy to say everything that you can. But psychologists will tell you that it was not easy. The question is that, why did Yvonne do this? Did she do this to get sales for her book? Did she know that by hitting this popular person, people will buy her books? That is why she did it. Whatever the rationale was, it is only Yvonne that knows. So for me, I think that instead of condemning her totally, we should also look at the lessons these books also teach us. For everybody who has brought forth a child and has not, revealed the paternal father, the true paternal father of the child, know that whatever Yvonne did is an example, and I believe somebody too might one day also follow suit. But there are things that happen that when they are dealt with early enough, it remains in the family and it becomes a family secret and no one knows. So I believe if you have any issue with your children, the earlier you discuss the issue and resolve it, the better, so that your child will not bring something that is supposed to be a family issue out for people to hear. Parents must also appreciate the challenges their children that do not know their parents or their fathers or their mothers also go through, so that they also can give them the necessary support. You may grow and become an adult, but it will be very painful if you don't know who your father is. People are talking about the integrity of Sarkodie. Yes, he might have been hurt. His family, it's not going to be easy for him. What you have to look at is facts, versus reality. The question is that did it happen? The Sarkodie deny, or it was a reality? The integrity of Sarkodie too has been hit. He has received a lot of bashing here and there. But like I said at first, whatever the challenge is, whatever the issue is, we must look at the lessons in there so that we that are also coming up, those raising families, those who have wives, girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever it is, we must also learn from this and do what is right. Things that are supposed to remain in the family, you deal with it early enough before it escalates for the whole world to read about. We must also decipher and know what are some of the issues that we can discuss at home privately, and what are some of the issues that we can, bring it to public. I'm wondering how the situation would have been if Yvonne had met with Sarkodie and discussed this privately. I don't know whether any efforts were made. Some are saying that she made efforts to reach out to him, but whether it is true or not, I am not too sure about the situation. But we must learn from this, that whatever we do, one day somebody may raise it up so that it becomes something. So even the scripture says that when you have an issue with somebody, whilst going to the court or before you go to the court, try to sit down with the person and settle it before the person, hands you over to the jailer, and the jailer also puts you in jail and all these things. The question is that the people that are criticizing, are we more righteous than these people? Are you righteous more than Sarkodie? Are you righteous more than Yvonne? Generally, it's a mistake both of them did, if it was true, if the case or the facts that have been brought out in the book were true. But the question is that for us that are blaming them, for us that are bashing them here and there, can we cast the stone at any of them? I'm not saying that we should not speak against negatives in society, but all I'm asking is that as we bash them, we must also turn the mirror onto ourselves. And I believe we'll also be reminded of some of the challenges, some of the difficulties, some of the mistakes that we have also committed in times past, so that we also learn from them and take the right steps. Do you have a child who does not know the mother? Do you have a child that does not know the father? Even if the child will not be able to appreciate the truth at a very tender age, at a certain time, you have to find a very nice way of discussing it with the child, so that at the end of the day, the child will be at peace. The child who will grow to become a youth and later to adult will also be at peace. We don't know whether Yvonne was right or not. Was it for business purposes? Did Yvonne know that by hitting Sarkodie with that news, her sales for the book will go up? Whatever the case might be, it has already happened. Let us learn and take lessons out of this and do things that are right, rather than bashing them here and there, because none of us is righteous, because we live by grace. My name is Ato Presentation. Please subscribe to my channel. See ya.